Want more information on how to become a swinger? Swingopedia is available now, and Living the Lifestyle will be available in August. Check them out.
How you doing? This is Rick Scott with a quick tutorial on how to use a Blue Yeti microphone. This is a USB microphone with Sonar. Actually, when I first bought this microphone, my goal was to use it with Cubase because that is the main program I've used to record different projects from time to time. As some of you might know, I also have RS Karaoke where I record and make karaoke files. That's on another one of my channels. But anyway, I got this microphone, and the first thing I discovered was it does not work with Cubase, which was really disappointing for me. So I ended up loading up and installing pretty much one of my older programs I haven't used in a long time, which is Sonar 3. And at first it didn't work, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? I mean, can I use this microphone with anything? And then I did some research and I figured out how to get it to work. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's start off with loading up Sonar. And I can't tell you whether this is a good mic or not. I only got it so I can do quick vocals because I'm not really putting the time of energy into making the vocals I used to make before. Since I'm only doing karaoke now, I'm not creating new songs. So yeah, my effort has changed. I don't put as much energy into the vocals or the sound effects, the plugins, and all that stuff that I used to do. But let me tell you what I'm doing. So I just loaded up Sonar. I'm going to do a new project. We're going to call this test. I'm going to call it test 6 since I've done a few tests before. Okay. And so after we load up a new project, have to bring in a audio track. So we're going to insert an audio track. Then we're going to bring this down here so you can see everything you need to see. And as you can see, when I get ready to set this up, before I get started, I want to load up the input so it knows where the input's coming from. And as you can see here, you can't see the Yeti driver. It's not there. It's not there. All right. That's what I did when I first got it. I'm like, oh man, and I'm like, this doesn't work with this one either. I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna ever use this stupid thing? Am I gonna take it back? And then I did the research, and what I figured out is that what you have to do is you got to go up here to edit, go down to preferences, and from preferences you have to go to playback and recording, and then you need to change this driver from an ASIO driver to an MME. I use the MME 32-bit. I'm pretty sure by now there's different driver modes you can put it in, since this program is pretty old. But for this video here, and for the version I'm using, we're going to use this particular driver. So I'm going to hit apply. Now it's going to scream, oh no, I can't access ASI. Well, after it does a check, of course. It's going to be like any second now. I'm waiting. 1001. I guess I gotta close it first. 1001, 1002, 1003. There it is. Bam. Oh my gosh, what happened to my ASIO? I can't find it. Anyway, hit OK here. And then we're gonna just get rid of this because we already made our changes. Now, go back to the audio over here. And we're going to select your track input. Once we select the track input, as you can notice now, a whole bunch of other options have become available because I changed the drivers. So now, there it is. There it is. You can go from left or you can go to right, whichever one you want to use. There's a stereo option as well. But now, of course, you have selected the driver, which means you should be able to actually record with it. And let's just give you a sample to show you that that does work. So of course you gotta turn on the record function here on the track. Then we're gonna hit the play, then hit record, and I'm gonna do something silly like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I know it's corny. I said it was gonna be corny. All right, stop making fun about it. I don't care. Okay, it's corny. Anyway, and let's just do a test to make sure it works. And I'm gonna do something silly like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. And there you go. That's how you do it. Simple, right? Didn't take that long. If you have any questions, whatever, you can always hit me up here. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next video, whenever that is. Goodbye.
Think your partner is cheating on you? Learn how to catch a cheater. The new book on Amazon, Audible, and Apple Music.